Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, we only want to focus on the shorter time frame in this video. In the last video, I covered the daily time frame as well. Looking at the shorter time frame, basically the 1 hour chart reveals that, yeah, Bitcoin is stuck in this correction. Talked about that already yesterday, that it seemed as if we would start this pullback now. Yeah, Bitcoin could not break above that important 47.5K level that I mentioned already in yesterday's updates. So it got found some resistance there. It peaked above it briefly, but could not sustain above that level. And we might now be in this wave for pullback, right? That's sort of what we're watching at the moment. It is very simple, the update at the moment, and the analysis actually to understand the chart is very simple. The idea is that we focus on higher prices against the 44,460 level. At least I do that. So I'm leaning bullish against that support. Doesn't mean the price has to come down. No. I mean, how far do we go down? Impossible to say, right? I have no crystal ball. It's impossible to say. Support areas are no targets. But if you look at the proportions, yeah, if you look at the length, the duration of the wave 2 down here, and the wave 4 often has the same duration. So if it really is the wave 4 already, then we should see the price, I mean, maybe spend, a couple of days, 2 to 3 days in this correction in a wave 4. Very common to see such a wave 4 play out over a weekend. And I mean, as I said, support levels are no targets. So I cannot tell you it will, with a high likelihood, get there. But it is often the case that if this really is a wave 4, then, or it probably is a wave 4, but it depends on which wave degree. But if this is the wave 4 that I've labeled, it seems likely still, though, that it will reach a 38.2 retracement. It just, if you take, let's say, 100 wave 4 corrections, most of these will sort of end around the 38.2 retracement, and that's at $45,877. And then one more high would be expected, also in the orange count, at least as long as the 44,460 level is holding. And even if we get one more high, then it could still be a B wave top. So at every stage of the process, I will give you an updated support region against which we can focus on higher. Please be aware that we're now just below resistance, right? So I'm just leaning bullish above support. A break below support will indicate that we are coming back into the yellow support region, at least here in this C wave in orange. It is also possible that a larger triangle is unfolding, which is also super common in such a wave 4 correction in which we are, all right, the larger degree wave 4. So it could turn into a larger ABC structure, would be absolutely common, nothing unusual about that. It could also turn into a triangle. There shouldn't be anything surprising about that, okay? Just be aware of this uncertainty, but we also always need evidence, all right, to confirm a move. So all I can highlight to you at the moment is we've moved from support into a resistance range just before breaking out above previous highs and just below the 50K range. 50K, huge psychological resistance level, yeah. A lot of sell orders placed there in that region. And people are taking profits in that region. We had a nice rally over the week. And what a week. I mean, yeah, it was quite boring, until we finally got that breakout to the upside. And the market rallied nicely. Altcoins followed to a degree, but nothing substantial yet. So it's still at risk of breaking down, these corrections. I mean, technically, this could take many more months in this support range. And therefore, I think a little bit of profit taking when we see rallies into resistance certainly doesn't harm. A bit of buying, gridding when we get back into support. I mean, that's essentially how money can be printed. But I can tell you that I'm leaning bullish against 44,460. So one more high at the moment seems likely to me, at least, also in the orange count, because the pullback so far doesn't seem to be impulsive at all. So further upside, one more high would be likely. Seems a bit like a bullish flag that's forming here at the moment. And again, the first line of support is here at 46,776. We haven't quite touched that yet. Let me just double check if the FIBs are accurate. Yeah, it should be okay. Should be okay. So 23.6 is the first FIB, and then 45,877, so the 38.2 FIB. That level is the next one. And then we've got the 50% Fibonacci level at 45,160. It's just that even in a wave 4, even ideally, it doesn't even go below that level. I've added the golden ratio there, the 61.8 level, but ideally we don't even get there. So yeah, the higher the correction end, the better. I also cannot tell you if we have really started the wave 4. I assume we have, but obviously this will be challenged with a break above 48,160 because then we have probably another extension. So this is likely not yet the wave 4. If it takes another day or so, I will assume this is wave 4. Already now I'm watching if it's wave 4, yeah, but I cannot stop the market extending higher in a third wave if it wants to do that, right? All that would tell us is that, okay, wave 4 is likely still coming. So it would eventually push the targets higher. But I don't see that necessarily happen still in the third wave, given that we're just below very, very important 50K resistance. So maybe it stretches a little, but then it shouldn't get very far, especially on a weekend. I think there's a good chance for this wave 4 to continue. The forecast was for the wave 4 on the weekend, and we see definitely consolidation right now. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.